So we doing a back to back.
Yeah, we're doing a back to back. We are live now.
Oh my Jiminy Christmas!
Hello, everybody.
Dinosaur.
Today is a
Welcome.
special day. We're talking about
It's a special Dino's Den.
yeah,
You're finally getting married.
I am. I am
Married
getting
to
married.
justice.
No, I'm actually not, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Oh,
only a
that's
One
blind
day.
woman.
a day.
um.
So
Wow.
why are we here?
Well,
Why are we here? Just to suffer?
there was a game that released 2 weeks ago about a young Spinosaurus going around committing severe knife crime because a demon got inside of his head and told him to do it.
Yeah, why not?
And I think it's a really neat game, and I would like to talk about it. And I thought like using some videos as a way to as a jumping off point. And also, I am interested to see what you guys think of this one in particular, a more negative view of the game.
Bring it on! Bring it on! I'll take them all on.
Yep.
Fight, right?
So initial, I'm the only one that's beaten it, but like initial impressions or impressions from what you've currently got before we get started.
So, from just the sheer audacity of this game is absolute fantastic. Because the fact that this was just one guy who just went and made like a cool dinosaur animation, to then it's just like, all right, I guess like you got bullied into making this fucking game, and for it to turn out the way it is, pretty goddamn impressive. Yeah, like you got a few teammates to help him make it, and now here we are. I honestly, it's kind of what gaming's all about, man.
Mm-hmm. Max.
Fucking hate this piece of shit in them. No, honestly, it has its issues. Like, and there's quite a bit of it, and I'll happily go into them like as we talk about this, and maybe they'll bring them up in this video. But overall, it's a pretty solid like first attempt at a video game. Like, there is the leeway that we do kind of have to give for like it being his like first game or whatever. But same time, what he gave us, while it's flawed, it does have a certain charm to it and polish to it that you wouldn't expect from someone who just decided to make a video game on a whim.
Yeah.
Overall, I have my issues with it, but like I would say that I am happy with the product.
I respect the shit out of this game. That
Yeah.
like even if I can't beat it at the moment, I'm just like, okay, whatever you make in the future, I'm gonna be first in line. Like
If
that's
this ever reaches his ears, which I would be curious about it, but like I would like just a little bit more polish added to the game.
Oh yeah, the
I feel
game
like it's
needs a lot of polish, but
It's like it's a couple patches away from being something really spectacular.
yeah.
we just keep holding him down and then just keep repeating the phrase "fire your cameraman, fire your cameraman."
Well, the thing is that the game got like a bunch of patches in the first week as well. So
So we're playing fucking post patch shit.
yeah, but the thing is, there are more patches planned in the future as well, because he has been very open to very open to criticism and responses to it.
And that's a healthy way to look at it because we were actually just having a chat with like one of our other buddies in our Discord thing, and like the conversation came up was like that like kind of like all video games have like jank and flaws. And that is true to a certain extent, but at the same time, like it's the ability to improve is what makes games like of the best form of media, is because there is the ability to make the thing better.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah. He also then decided to be like, "Oh man, I'm gonna defend it, Bethesda," and all I said was Starfield.
And then he immediately backed down on that, and so yeah, fair enough.
it'd be like defending FromSoft, and you go Dark Souls 2. Okay, fair enough. As for me, I really, really like this game. I have my own complaints, many similar to Wyatt and Max. But of course there is one boss that it's the final boss that you two haven't gotten to yet. I I will not disclose my thoughts until you have beaten him. I will simply say I am not a fan. I am not a fan.
No. All right,
But
well, in the background, I'll be fucking farming souls if that's the.
I will. I will say before you fight him, you can fight like a bunch of sauropods that give you 10 souls a pop. So,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. But let's get started on this video.
Why are their pods so sore?
I don't know. I mean, that's just how dinosaurs be.
That's true.
Someone that's been
What
do you
present
mean?
on the internet, like,
Jesus, this guy is fucking loud.
Yeah, I
Hold
know.
on.
Actually, let me turn him down a little
Turn-
bit more.
I was gonna say you're gonna need to turn that down for the audience.
No, it's like down to like below a quarter, and I need to turn down just a little bit more as well.
Well, I don't know why we started, because what are we even watching? What is this?
It is so about Dinoblade by Big Leaflet.
Not to be confused by Lee Fit, who is the cute little slime girl.
Or to be confused by Wii Fit, the
Bro,
fitness and application.
The only
The
video game that my dad ever played.
Really?
They had
and
the
he hasn't
Wii,
stopped since.
they had the
even-
Wii Fit pad, and it was really
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was also really weird because
Bring
it's
the Wii.
like, because there was my Nintendo Wii, mind you, and he had it over at his house for like over a year or whatever, and I just let him do it just simply because he liked playing it, and then like I was playing Godzilla Unleashed on the Wii, and then he was just like, "Are you done with it?" I'm like, no.
I need to get back to Wii
Dad,
Fit.
Your dad walks in and goes, "Mom says it's my turn on the Wii."
Yeah, it was.
Thank you.
And then of course they kind of got upset when I wanted to take it back here, but they couldn't say anything because it was mine. They couldn't do anything.
He's like, my Wii Fit machine is going away.
They still
No.
have the Wii Fit pad, by the way.
Yeah,
Well,
they
yeah,
do.
it's like
Indeed.
it's like a family heirloom at this point. Everybody still keeps their Wii Fit pads.
Oh my god, do I still
Yeah.
have my Guitar Hero controller? I think I do for the
You should keep
Wii.
all those. Those things are worth a pretty penny now.
hmm Anyways, sorry to get off track.
But speaking of stomping on things, we have a video that we're about to watch. What is this video?
Yeah,
It's a
So-
Dinoblade
It's all about
review.
Dinoblade.
yeah. So about Dinoblade.
at all. You've probably seen some of these animations in your lifetime. Well, the guy who made these has actually been working on turning them into a playable game, which has finally been finished and released on Steam. And my thoughts, well, you saw the thumbnail and title, they're not exactly sunshine and rainbows. I'm gonna split this video up into talking about the good and the bad of the game, and enlighten you on why I am not a fan. And by the end, I'll have either convinced you to my viewpoint, or maybe convince you to try the game yourself. I don't know, either way works for me. Anyways, let's start with... There's lots of things that make a good Souls-like.
So far, so good.
By the way, this game is a Souls-like. I probably should have mentioned that in the intro, but one of my favorite
Yeah.
things about good Souls-likes is how they leave an impression. Like entering Anawando or Limgrave for the first time to give some obvious examples. Now, Dinoblade doesn't have anything close to these levels of impression, because it's a game a lot smaller in scope, but you can definitely tell that there's a lot of compassion and heart put into Dinoblade, and there is actually two aspects that are done quite well that feature moments which definitely made me go, yeah, that's sorta cool. First,
Wait, why was that blurry?
I was gonna say it's the fucking first. Like it's the first. It was the opening of the sunshine.
The Great- the
I
Great-
almost said
to the-
Sunshine
the
and
Great
Rainbows.
Lakes.
No, the Great Prairie. Yeah.
The Great Prairie, yeah. It was that opening, and it's like, were you was that did your game glitch at that point? Because it didn't look like it. It looked like it was a filter that you put
No,
over
he-
it.
No, he for some reason was trying to spoiler protect it.
You're trying to spoiler protect it, but you showed the Haku fight, and then he showed, I think it was the Ketchero fight, earlier than that. So
Yeah, that was rather bizarre. Also, I would need to hear it again, but as you said, like, oh, it doesn't leave as much of an impression because it's a bit smaller. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like that's a bit more subjective considering like this, despite its size, this game has left a massive impression on me. Like I can't stop thinking about it, despite like even after putting it down for like over a week.
yeah,
It's to just simply say that feels a bit reductive.
a little bit, yeah.
Firstly is the visuals. Obviously, the animations are quite good, shocker I know, but I also think that the environments are also really well done. It's very clear that they use asset store models and whatnot, but like, that is literally the point of those assets, to use in games to make environments. And they're used here in a way that actually has some thought put into it and looks good. Then secondly, there's the music. Another really pleasant surprise. Imagine the Doom soundtrack, but with an underlying theme of hope, or dinosaurs, whatever you prefer. It's intense, matches the vibe of the game really well, and above all else, it's unique.
So
It's a strange comparison to Doom, but I guess if that's your only frame of reference, that's all you really got. It does have like some what the fuck is it called, gent music, but at the same time, it actually gives a lot more like new metal vibes as opposed to like the hardcore like rock.
Especially Styx theme. Styx theme is just a Linkin Park song.
Styx theme, and as much as I fucking despise those two little shits, Reaper and Shades theme is also really good too. Like I was actually, you can ask Wyatt, I was getting mad at that boss fight, Jake, but I was also going, damn, this music's good.
Yeah.
It's just the music kind of slaps like on the side.
And also, like, I really appreciate just the area music, as we mentioned during one of the streams we did on Europe. The calmer open area music was giving me Witcher 3 vibes, and it was just like, oh, okay, I can just relax to this type of music. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely
gives a nice little bits of like calm before the storm in between each fight, because the way it's like the way it works out is that each area that you fight, like you basically enter an area, you have a couple of sub boss fights that have like a health bar above them that are like strewn about the map, as well as like a couple of like hidden things like extra weapons or like Estus flasks, and then you go into the main boss fight, which progresses you to the next area. The walking around in between, like you fight like little jobbers here and there, but it plays like really pleasant music as like you basically progress and explore the world.
Yeah.
Just like Elden Ring, really.
Yeah. Yeah, well, people are comparing this to Elden Ring, even though for gameplay wise, it's a little bit more similar to Sekiro.
Yeah. Especially with the damn parry mechanic.
Yeah.
Or deflect.
Deflect.
Those are the things I think Dinoblade does that are actually quite well done. It's not a lot, but praise here is definitely deserved. Well, what about those impression moments I talked about? Well, firstly, the moment you boot up the game, your ears are immediately blessed with this absolutely god-tier soundtrack.
Yes, the main theme is phenomenal.
We're just gonna have an anime opening in this game about dinosaurs and swords.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
His little animation's pretty cute.
I also appreciate the explosion.
Who is this guy? Have you guys covered this guy before?
No, we've never covered this guy before.
He's got like he's only got like 2K subs, and like production wise, his videos are pretty good so far.
Yeah, his video, like we haven't gotten into the meat potatoes of his actual like arguments or anything, but his video is pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Like production wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of appreciating like him playing the piano and playing the guitar. Like he either must have had those on hand or he already just made those. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Main boss, and he's completely serviceable as a fight, right? Honestly, one of the better ones. There is one absolutely gigantic problem I have with it though, but I'm getting ahead of myself a bit. When you beat this dude, you're able to progress to the next level, and like, goddamn, this is so beautiful. Holy schmoly. That is sadly though where my positives end with Dinoblade. And if you take a quick peek at the timeline of this video, the good doesn't really outweigh the bad. So let's talk about it.
Okay.
Before I start critiquing, I just want to reiterate that this is a massive achievement for the dev, and they should be incredibly proud of being able to take this proof of concept and make it into a full game and release it on Steam. There are
Sounds like he's setting up for a compliment sandwich.
Yeah. Because
I'm
most
waiting-
people be like, this game is bad. Fuck you. This
No,
developer sucks."
a compliment sandwich is worse than just saying just flat out criticism, because it comes off as backhanded and patronizing.
Yeah, exactly. Hence why, we haven't really said our negatives of it yet, besides my joke about the camera. But that's about it. But I wouldn't fucking be like, oh, it's a great game. But and it's like, no, you're just being an asshole if you do this.
Yeah.
Feels yeah, like I said, backhanded.
very few people who can/have done that. This game does cost money though, so I immediately believe that allows me to critique it. In short, Dinoblade sort of fails to understand the how and why of mechanics that are added to similar types of games. So when they themselves implement said mechanics, they sort of just fall flat and fail miserably. Let's start with the combat, and there's a lot to unpack here. And I guess we'll just start by saying that the character controller feels incredibly
freezing for anybody?
sluggish.
No.
What?
It must
My
be.
browser just fucking up.
Yeah.
Feels
Unresponsive,
incredibly sluggish.
I don't get that impression at all.
Feels
Yeah,
definitely
Right.
feels sluggish.
Yeah.
No, if it was feeling sluggish, even then I'd be saying something, because I'm not the normally the biggest critique of how a game controls unless there's a massive amount of input lag. So if this game didn't have it, then no, it's not sluggish. Not
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more like a dinosaur.
Yeah. Exactly.
See what I did there?
Yeah. I see.
no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do see what you did there. It's almost like you're controlling like a 2+ ton fucking creature with a goddamn gigantic sword.
Sort
Like,
of size of
No.
which means it'd be almost as heavy.
Yeah. It's almost as heavy as Frogan.
Oh no.
Shots fired.
feels like you're chugging through mud most of the time. You'll
No, it does not feel like you're
No.
chugging through mud through most of the time. I don't know what
Hard
game.
disagree.
I don't know what game
Like-
you were
Right.
playing.
Like, we could see the footage on screen when he's fighting somebody. It's not sluggish. Either that
Right.
or it's possible. I'm not gonna immediately it's possible that his machine couldn't handle the game that well. There are some games that even if you meet the hardware specs, just sometimes it doesn't agree with your machine. I remember Max was trying to play the Conker's Bad Fur Day port, and his computer is probably at least 20 times more powerful than an original
And the
Xbox,
Windows.
and it didn't run it ran like ass.
And it ran like absolute ass, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it could have been that. Maybe his controller was a bit not working particularly well. Although it does although from the gameplay footage I'm seeing, at least looks like it was working fine. I don't know. I don't really. The thing is, but then again, he's also
Maybe
being
he has an
incredibly.
example.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe he has an example.
Light attack combo is a 5-hit sequence, with the last one being an incredibly long 2-hit where you jump in the air, and doing this is almost guaranteed to get you hit. So you pretty much want to avoid it at all cost, which is really strange game design, you know?
I don't know if I agree with that.
No.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it can, yeah.
Yeah.
But either that be through the game's jank or just your own poor timing. But I've always felt as if and when I've been able to get it off relatively consistently.
Yeah, including using the faster light attack sword.
Well,
you're able to get-
yeah, that one. Yeah, sorry.
You're able to get your full combo off relatively faster compared to if you weren't.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Max?
What were you gonna say?
Sorry, I saw your circle light up, so I thought I accidentally interrupted you.
No. I'm fucking chewing on jelly beans. But like
Oh,
honestly,
what
I would
flavor?
say that like I would. Oh god damn it!
Yeah, I'm fucking with you. Continue.
Oh, like, don't because like my computer's actually doing some stupid shit. So like, try not to. Um, I will say though that getting that full combo off, it really does. God damn it! What's going on with this piece of shit? Getting that full combo off does feel really satisfying when you nail it perfectly,
Mm-hmm.
especially because you get that big pop off, which unfortunately leads into a bit of different criticism I have for that, is that it feels inconsistent what would stun lock enemies and what doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, what causes them to flinch is not that consistent.
Like I've seen motherfuckers power stance through like my like super attacks, and then like my basic light attack will make them like freaking flinch so hard they go flying into a wall or something. It's like
Yeah.
there's no. It feels it feels like there are points where it's like the third or second no the third one the third area boss like that one when it enters its like berserker state like that one in particular, it makes sense why it power stances through stuff. But with other bosses, just there's not really much feedback in a sense that like tells you when you're really like uh getting like bashing them down.
Yeah.
I think that might be like I'm not 100% like married to this thought, but I think that might be why I kind of had this early opinion of the weapons don't have as much impact as I would like them to have, but I think that might be again more of the flinching like thing I mentioned a second ago. Like cuz oh yeah, now I remembered when he said it was sluggish, I had the opposite opinion. I thought it was a little bit too floaty. I was like, man, we're a dinosaur, and I feel like I'm running, like I'm moving faster than I should, and that's when I was reminded that we're
Rolling
wielding a
around with
sword.
the speed of sound.
That we're
Yeah.
wielding a sword with
Got
a fucking
places to
demon
go.
inside of it.
Gotta follow my rainbow.
It's crazy.
High risk, no reward. This is a lot more of a
No, there you can do high risk, high reward in this game.
challenge than you might think though, because even if you break your combo by not attacking, there's a massive latency window where you'll just continue to combo anyways, doing the abysmal light attack finish.
No?
It does some
No, you can
I guess
you can
I-
cancel
I guess
before
I
you
would
get
need-
there.
Yeah,
You can
not
dodge
only
roll
can
out of
you,
them, too.
yeah, you can dodge roll out of it. Also, I
You also
would
parry out of them too, which was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
also as stupid as it is, the like when mentioning things like latency, I almost need like one of those. I forgot what it's called, but it's a program within games that's normally used for fighting games when testing input latency. And it's like the moment you hit the button, it starts a timer, and you can see it on screen. And the moment the command is done, the stopwatch stops. Like I would almost want
frame
to.
data?
Yeah, there's like specific applications which measure the frame data when it comes to input delay, and it's like when you talk about this stuff, I almost kind of wish like people would actually like almost prove it, where I'm like, yeah, like show the necessary frame data, or just even if it's just you holding your phone and in one hand and the controller in the other pointed at the screen, like you got to give enough of an example that we understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
sometimes work in your favor though, because bosses can be micro-staggered, but it's incredibly inconsistent. Sometimes a fight will look like this, where you just keep spamming the same moves over and over and over again, and
I have never seen Dose get corner stomped like that ever.
Well, I've
Yeah.
I've done it once, but here's the thing. Um, is he gonna be honest and show what happens midway through the fight? Because yes, you can stun this. This was the area boss I was talking about earlier. You can stun lock the shit out of them for the first half, but once you get their health bar just under halfway, they Dino Trigger, and they stopped doing that. In
Yeah.
fact, they're a lot more difficult to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Done with it, or they just don't give a
Oh, he cut out right as he was about to like do his power up.
Yep. So there you go.
single
Yeah,
shit.
that's a
It's
tad
incredibly
dishonest.
inconsistent, which is the exact thing you don't want in a Souls-like fight. Some dinosaurs actually deflect
Well,
your
actually, I was gonna say he is. Well, no, okay, he's consistent in that sense, where he's showing the same. He's showing the same boss fight at the same like point in time, where one you could stun lock them, and two not stun locking. So actually, that's like a pretty good point.
Okay.
attack
It's very
sometimes, though,
inconsistent.
and that's actually quite interesting, and I really wish it was explored upon more. There is a thing that most success
Some of the non-boss enemies can deflect your blows as well, like some of the smaller raptors.
Yeah.
But
Which
it
kinda
is
brings
not
up a
used.
criticism-
It is not used consistently enough, though. So
That brings almost a separate criticism, though, and I don't know how much the other guys put stock into this. I joked about it, but I really don't like this game's camera, and specifically when dealing with a lot of the smaller enemies. Like again, I just flat out could not see Speed for a good chunk of my fight with him. And then the fight against the Brachiosaurus, like you need to just back it up a little bit so we can see at least what when his next like tree trunk attack is coming through.
So I had issues with the camera with Speed, though it had mainly to do with the environment. I did not have that issue with the Titan.
I still think
Fair.
I still think the camera for the Titan should be backed up a little bit though.
Just
because
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I agree. I didn't have.
animations and stuff like
You're
that.
you're
Yeah.
fighting a giant and you can't see half of him.
Souls-likes do, and you don't really notice it till you play a game that doesn't have it. And it's a little thing called input buffering. Basically, this mechanic means you can preemptively input an action while another is happening. Such as when you're mid-swing, you can queue up a dodge roll during that swing, and it'll execute it once your attack is finished. It's just something that makes gameplay feel a lot smoother at times, and if you couldn't piece it together, yeah, Dinoblade doesn't do this. Once you
I mean, I have no familiarity with that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I like with the concept of input buffering. Like I'm sure that's the official thing. I'm more used to like animation cancels and that kind of stuff. So to have something where you can't where you attack then roll and you hit the button already, then it does it. That would just feel really janky to somebody like me anyway. It feels like that's when I would say the controls feel sluggish because it feels like it's not listening to me until after it's done, because I needed to roll now, not after I do my attack.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have much experience with Souls-like games, so I don't know if this is like, this just seems more. I can't really comment on this point because I don't play enough Souls-like games, but I don't know. That just sounded, but like just on the surface, it sounds like a really weird criticism, like what Wyatt kind of explained, where like I'm going to attack and then midway through my attack, I'm going to like input and I'm going to roll, but like that just seems very counterintuitive to how the combat works in this game. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, whereas like a better example, like with animation canceling and all that kind of stuff, would be like in the Arkham games where you could be in the middle of a punch about to hit somebody, but if you're about to get hit, no matter what, if you hit the counter button, he will stop what he's doing to stop that attack. He has to. Because with those types of games, they do almost need their own level of laser precision with the gameplay. So if I would imagine players would get a lot more frustrated if there was just a certain window where they could hit the button and nothing happens. So I would imagine players would get rather frustrated with that.
Especially in something like this where it's very fast. Because like that sounds like it could work in a much more slower paced style combat. But here I don't know, that just seems like you would like if you're like mid attack and they're attacking you, you just want to dodge out of the way immediately, or block.
You get used to it, it's not the biggest problem in the world, but when every other successful and even moderately successful Souls-like does do it, it's not a great first impression. I'll also mention now that the camera is pretty awful, but
Yeah, that's fair.
to be honest, the camera is pretty
If
awful. And
if this camera had a cameraman, I would be strangling that man to death.
Wait a minute, did he just repeat a line? Hold on.
even the highest budgets,
Oops, sorry.
the camera is pretty awful, but to be honest, the camera is pretty awful and
That's pretty awful.
Oh, yeah. Awful.
Okay.
To be honest, the camera
Awful,
is
awful.
Didn't pre-watch
it's
it.
pretty
I
awful,
guess.
to be honest. The camera's pretty awful.
Pretty awful.
Yeah,
And
it's pretty
didn't pre-watch it. I see. It's happened to us. It's happened to all of us, buddy. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
The highest
like
budget
every
Souls
once in a while, like we catch ourselves in the middle of our scripting and not realize, like, hell, that happens when we're texting each other. I'll fucking repeat like the preamble and then the after like sentence like thing to essentially they both say the exact same goddamn thing, and then I'll just be like, I just repeated myself. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
like, so it's not that big of a critique.
No. Just because other souls like have bad cameras doesn't mean you should brush over it. Now, if the camera's bad, the camera's bad. Like,
Yeah, if it's a problem they all have, then congratulations, they all have a fucking problem.
exactly right. Like, it I don't know. That kind of thing has always been weird. It's like, well, all of this thing has this, so I guess it's fine. No, it's not. It's not fine. It's never fine.
That might be like, I don't know if it's got an actual name behind it, but like I almost want to call it like the acceptance fallacy. Like it's got this thing, so I guess like it's just time to deal with it. Like, oh, all Doom games run like ass when you put them on a potato, and it's like, no, then the fucking potato can't run Doom, well, even though it actually can. But that's beside the point.
Build diversity is also basically non-existent as well. There's a lot of stuff like abilities, swords, dinosaur summons, but there isn't actually much difference in them across the board. All the abilities practically do the
There's
exact
a massive difference, but I understand what you mean when you're saying there's not that many builds, because one, this game is very stamina heavy. If you're not focusing on stamina, you are unfortunately like you're just partially playing the game wrong, like in its own way. And then when it comes to weapon variety, while they do different abilities, they have different like stats. They are like animation wise and outside of your strength, all kind of the same weapon. Whereas like, I don't know, there's no axe that allows you to do a super charge up heavy attack, or like a hammer that allows you to throw it or something. Like, I understand what he's saying by that, and there's no way to do like a magic build, like to only just spam abilities, because even if you maxed out your resonance bar, they still have the fucking timers.
Yeah. True. And also, I just want to say, like, I don't really see the lack of build variety to be really an issue necessarily.
No, Sekiro has barely any build variety outside of like the gadgets you bring in, like either the axe, the firecrackers, or the shurikens, for example. But it's still like very well put together, and because it focuses mainly on the rock paper scissors of what you can do versus what your opponent can do. Like, oh, they do a stab with a spear, okay, do a jump, and then you can punish. Like it is 1 + 1 = 2. So the fact that like I don't have like more weapon variety, that doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. And some of the weapons or some, like the weapons I think do enough to be unique enough to consider depending on which boss you fight. Because when I was fighting Akai, I chose the one where a successful deflect means the next attack you do does double damage. And that's the one that I used through both of his phases.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool sword.
Yeah,
I still like my random generator.
Yeah,
that's pretty good too.
That's pretty funny. And then the one that you get from Kase is also pretty good with like the heavy attack or like doing like the little rock spire. So even if you potentially miss, if they're close enough, they'll still get damaged. So yeah, there isn't much build variety, but like I don't see that as an inherent problem, especially if like if the game was now if there was build variety, but the game favored one build over all of the others, that would be an issue. But
yeah, but they like I think that's why they chose not to have that many real builds.
Well, yeah,
because,
it's also the old adage of keep it simple, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid simple.
Yes, exactly.
Exact same thing. Swords not only look identical, but only ever slightly buff either light or heavy attacks, and no, they don't change the movesets either. The dinosaur summons are easily the most impactful, as even though they pretty much all do the exact same thing when they're summoned, they give an overall buff to your character, which actually helps give some identity.
They don't do the same thing when they're summoned. That's horribly reductive, man.
Yeah, like
I don't have the list in front of me, but like we have one that can freeze.
They all kind of surge forward and do an attack. The only ones that are really noteworthy are Haku
and Horn, I guess.
Haku will jump into the air and drop down with a big AOE and freeze anybody that's like in the AOE, even if they're not in it, which is probably the most useful. Speed just kind of surges forward and hits like a couple times, which gives you more chances for stun. And then Horn with that crazy like spin attack.
I was going to say Horn is one of my favorites because he's one of the only ones that has, for the most part, a ranged attack.
Yeah. Well, besides Red Ash.
Yeah.
Well, there's also the Shade and the other one where Shade like fires like Shade and Reaper where one of them fires the two projectiles.
Shade does.
Mm.
So yeah, but like the projectiles at the same time though, that it's still like functionally a similar thing. Like it's a surge forward and an attack, even though it does hit twice. Well, technically 3 times if you can get Reaper to hit as well.
True.
I'd say the effect is different though, because who freezes?
Haku.
So Haku doing the freeze. Horn having a distance attack. There's enough of a noticeable
Horn
thing.
actually hits multiple times after a certain like. Speed hits 4 times at once. However, Horn hits like after a second delay. So he like 1, 2, 3, then 4.
Yeah,
like,
so he's really good at keeping the enemy essentially off balance.
Basically, yeah.
Like I just don't agree with the overall sentiment he was saying.
Yeah, and I disagree with that as well.
Yeah.
Give some identity to your
Like
build.
he brings up
Granted,
Haku,
there's like 2 or 3 that are so much better than the rest of them that it doesn't really matter, but you know, at least there's some actual thought put into each of the buffs.
Who are the 2 or 3 then?
Yeah, why bring it up, my guy? Why do that? Like there are these 2 or 3. Am I gonna tell you? No.
Yeah.
Now let's look at level design, and there's sorta not much to talk about here because there's almost zero thought or care actually put into levels. Here's the process.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Well, hang on.
Let's
see what he says because I kind of agree.
So it's the phrasing, thought or care. It's like there was thought and there was definitely care. Now let's see how he builds on that thought.
Bold strategy.
Here's the process of how they're made. Random scribble, 1 or 2 offshoots here or there to put an item or a mini boss, arena at the end for a major boss, randomly just chuck a few enemies here or there with not much thought to make it seem less empty, and you did it. You just created a level for Dinoblade.
Yeah, see, that's the part I disagree with.
That looked like
So,
gay.
oh, yeah. I thought it was gay, and it's like no, it's
Yeah,
gay.
this is yay.
I thought you just didn't
Gay.
complete the
Yes.
circle in the G because I have a tendency of doing that. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't close the G.
Yeah, so this is this is not my criticism of the level design. I think this I wouldn't even say like that he's not even really explaining why this particular way of placing out levels is bad. It's just like, oh, you do this and then there you go. Like, no, there are issues with the level design.
Yeah, I'd argue that the level design is kind of a little too easy to fuck with. There were multiple instances on our first stream where I kind of just essentially said fuck it, and there's a pickup like in the first area when you're going through the rocky passage, and they're supposed to be doing this like weird pathing type deal. Meanwhile, I just started jumping on rocks and it was like, okay, how can I do this? And I did a fucking imagine a dinosaur jumping in the air and somehow rotate, like doing almost like a 180 while spinning around a rock. It was a sight to behold. And then when we were in the forest, I just straight up fucking went, I'm now going to become one with the forest, and just started. The camera just became tree for a good solid few minutes. So I would argue more the biggest problem is the fact of like there's too much shit. I can kind of break the pathing / like there's not enough barriers to kind of stop me from going so far off the beaten path where I do just kind of end up again making the camera become tree.
What it should be, because here's the thing, I appreciate the care and design that he put into making each individual like tree a what do you call it, like an actual object. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not a thing. But in a game like this, you kind of just want to make it a barrier because like as he said, you can kind of just go into the tree and do a bunch of stupid shit.
Oh yeah, camera collision. That's the phrase. Yeah, they're like the fact that all the trees have their own level of camera collision is absolutely ridiculous. Because in any other game, those trees would become invisible the moment your player model passes them, because otherwise you're just gonna get lost.
Yeah.
And since there's zero care put into the actual design, there is also zero care when I play through said level. I just turn my brain off and run until I find a secret, or until I get to...
Sorry, the lack of care thing is really bothering me, 'cause it's like, no, I'm sure they cared. Like, if they made a mistake, sure, but don't say they don't care. Even people who make shit still care about this shit they made.
Yeah.
I'm not even calling this shit. I'm just from his perspective because he thinks it's shit. It's like I'm not gonna ever accuse someone of not caring, unless like the only time I will be when it's a major motion picture. Too much shit is on the line, and then they just hire a screenwriter that is openly admits that they are just making shit up as they go along. Waldron.
Or until I get to a boss. Because while the enemies are like not awful to fight, like I said, they're placed seemingly randomly, so there's zero challenge or reason or reward to even fight them.
No, you get a reward for fighting them. You get souls.
Yeah, you get souls. Also, that's the pickup I found where I was like, how do I get there? Like the man's here as I just started floating away and doing a fucking climbing on the environment that I'm very much not supposed to be doing.
Also, some of this like something I forgot to bring out, like when he said secrets and he's showing like the normal souls. If you explore enough, which he showed earlier in the game, you can find boss souls to upgrade your abilities. And of course, there's also some new swords, as well as, and this is something he didn't mention, things to upgrade your Estus, where you can get one more Estus.
Yeah. Whereas if you want to talk about like you want to talk about
swords, yeah,
like bad secrets, one of my favorite examples ever since we did the recording was Doom: The Dark Ages, where in the second level we were just like, oh, what's that doorway? And it was just like a 5-foot little cubby in the wall. Secret found. What? What do you mean? This is just where I was going to go anyway. Why are you saying this? Who are you?
It's secret though.
Yeah, but there are secrets that are worth finding, and no, you get stuff for beating the enemies. You get souls to level up your stats, which is important, and to level yourself up as well. And leveling yourself up allows you to unlock the next node on your upgrades. So there is a reason to fight the enemies, especially if you need to farm to like up your stats for the boss. So there's being incorrect, and that is incorrect to say, but you would either have to, you cannot engage or fight any of the enemies, the normal enemies in this game, and then say there's no reward for fighting them. So I don't know, that seems very disingenuous to say.
It is incredibly so.
The open zone levels are even worse because they follow the exact same design philosophy, except instead of a random scribble, it's a big open square with the same amount of content. I actually really wish they completely ignored trying to make challenging or fun level design and just leaned into the visuals more. Like I said,
I mean, were they
what
trying to make...
What the fuck does that mean, actually? Hold on.
What?
Like, I wish they didn't do fun level design and just lean into the visuals.
Well, challenging.
So you just
and
wanted
fun,
an
though,
end-
No. Like make a hallway, but then make the hallway really pretty.
Okay, fair
yeah.
enough, because I interpreted the other way, where he basically just said to have a big field and there's no enemies whatsoever. It's like, then that's just not a fucking game. It's a walking simulator by that point.
Allegations.
I mean, there's literally a game called Fury that actually was that. Like you were walking in between every single boss fight.
at the start of the
Fury,
video,
hold
these
on,
levels
let me-
are
It was
actually
like a boss fight. I mean, check. You could technically say Shadow Colossus is a similar way.
really
Yes, there
pretty.
is like
And
secrets
there's moments
stuff
where
like
you'll
that, but, like,
find
you
other
are
dinosaurs.
just going from boss fight to boss fight.
Really
Oh,
pretty. And then-
okay, yes, I remember this game. Sorry, it took a second for me to remember. Yeah, that was alright. Fury like is a okay
pretty cool.
example of that. I feel like
Bring me
I feel like
Furiosa.
because I feel like it's because it was almost a boss rush style game. Like, and it didn't really have because you brought up Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus had a lot of navigation style puzzles when it came to just simply getting to the next thing. And unfortunately, I don't remember any of the in between stuff for Fury, so I kind of can't really.
Fury literally was just like you were a badass like cyborg samurai guy, and you were literally like just slow walking between like.
Yeah, I
boss
remember.
fights.
I remember the fights, and they were
fights were
pretty fun.
fucking
I just
crazy.
don't remember the in between at all.
Fury's a really cool game.
Yeah.
There's moments where you'll find other dinosaurs just fighting one another naturally or just living in the world. I think it would have been way cooler if these levels were just walking simulators and we got to observe
Okay.
dinosaurs living in their natural environments. And maybe then we could see some of them practicing using weapons and stuff, which could have been a really nice bit of world building. Souls-likes need to do a variety.
I guess.
Fair,
I guess that's
guess,
fair.
but-
The question is how much are like. It's one of those questions where it's like we are, like, at what point are we quote unquote asking too much when it comes
I mean,
to a
it's
small
not
team?
asking too much. He's just saying like this is what you could do. Like for
Right.
world building, instead of having enemy jobbers to fight, like you just said, you can kind of have like a world that's like lived in that you don't actually fight.
Mm-hmm.
I actually wouldn't mind that.
I'm neutral on that personally. But I don't see any. I don't see anything inherently wrong with what he said.
I don't see like it's not the worst. The phrasing feels a little off for me, but like, or at the very least, I'm feeling like he is sort of. Is the English language evacuated my fucking skull, man? It felt like he was saying like, no, this should have just been the game, and it's like, but okay, but it's not.
Like I said, like he's just arguing that like it could have just been this.
Yeah.
Like because like, honestly, it could have just been Fury, where you go back and forth between like boss fights, and that's it.
Fair enough.
variety of things.
The game would have to
but for me,
drastically change though because of like the idea of like leveling
That-
up and stuff like that. But like I
That's-
said, it's
that's
just
why
basically-
Yeah, that's why I was. I think that might have been why I was getting hitched on. It's like you almost fundamentally changed the game by doing that.
Not too much though, because you would just remove the ability for like grinding and stuff like that, and you would just get the like essentially you would just turn it into a character action game where it's just like you get like the basic abilities that you get between boss fights, and it's just a boss rush.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not too much of a difference. It's just remove some of the RPG aspects to it.
Yeah.
Less Souls-like, more character action.
Personally,
Which
the
I
thing
probably
that's
would have
the
been okay
most
with, because
important is
I'm not the biggest fan of Souls games outside
I.
of outside of the ones that almost try to introduce you to the genre. I like the Fallen Order games, for example, not just because they're Star Wars, but also because they are just fun to play. What was another game I was playing like a few months ago that was like a Souls like that was trying to do something. I love this description of words coming out of my fucking mouth.
Oh, Warframe.
Ah, no, L.A. Noir.
No, no, Mouse PI.
Dodge roll out of the interrogation room.
Yeah, you fuck young boys, Spinosaurus. Are you out of your mind?
Squeonk.
variety of things well. But for me personally, the thing that's the most important is the actual bosses. Because you can have bland visuals or boring level design, if you at least have good bosses, the game is still overall quite solid. Then the opposite is true, where if you have amazing levels and visuals, if the bosses just suck, the game is still gonna suffer heavily. So for Dinoblade, there's a decent chunk of fights considering the quite short runtime, and I think each boss ranges from being okay at best to complete and utter dog shit at worst.
Ooh, we're talking smack on Dose, I see.
That's a
Those are-
okay. Here's the thing: if he showed Speed, Shade, or Reaper on the screen when he said that, I'd agree. But that sounds like a skill issue. Like,
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
finally get your speed
Well, like I said, we'll let
your
him cook,
criticisms out
but
of the
like
way?
we'll let him cook a little bit, but there is a vast difference because we also had this conversation with everybody before the Discord thing, where yes, the game is beating my ass, and it's like, is that a complaint? It's like, no, because it's fair. There are many boss fights in this game where it is fair, where like what they are doing is well perceived, it's straightforward, and like you can understand what's happening. There are two in particular that I fundamentally think do not follow this at all. One is vastly worse than the other because the enemies are one, too small. They kind of disappear behind your character, which is why most Dark Souls bosses, they're actually bigger than you, like drastically, so you can actually see what they're doing.
Yeah.
And the Reaper and Shade fight in particular, the game doesn't feel properly made for you to fight multiple people at once.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing you can do. Like, we were talking about backing up the camera for the Titan fight. That one, it's like, I want to be able to see what the boss does. Like, kind of like, I want to see the animations. With Reaper and Shade, you actually need it to back up because you can't fucking see them. And they will
You're so small.
100% jump you if you lose track of one of them. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
That's why I'd argue.
They're also
why
too small that the animations just don't hit them. Like, in this game, let's see. You can't really see it on this screenshot. If you look at the health bar of the enemy, you also see like a little bar under it.
Yeah.
It's like a stun meter that slowly fills up when you hit them, and it fills up more when you deflect them. And if it's full, it'll turn orange. When it's orange, your next parry will do a big, like, it's a big pop. You'll knock the enemy back, and then you do a big wind slash, and the slash will track into the target and do a lot of damage. Because Shade and Reaper are too small, and Wyatt can back me up, I did it 3 times to them, and it missed 3 fucking times.
And
That
then
is
there's
bad
also
design.
Yeah.
there's also it happening live on stream
With Shade. Oh, not Shade, but Speed. Yeah. Speed.
I almost stopped playing for a minute.
Speed is bad, but like at least Speed is one character. With Reaper and
1
Shade,
and
because
3.
it's 2. Well, no, it's 3 because it's a shadow clone technique. It's not 3 like people you're fighting at the same time. It's just when he attacks. So it's,
Yeah.
I relegate that to an attack, or at least that's what I got when I fought him, because I kind of just rushed his ass down and beat him.
Mhm.
But with Reaper and Shade, because they're separate entities with separate like attack patterns, they can kind of do things independently that you can't really account for if you can't see them.
Yeah.
Especially Shade, because Shade's a little fucker who's a sniper, and it's really annoying.
He's a zoning little bitch.
And then there's Horn that just fucking decided I'm going to murder your frame rate.
Yeah, for some reason, when I fought against Horn, that wasn't a criticism of the boss fight itself. That was just
No, yeah,
performance
like,
issue. But
yeah,
when I fought
something.
Horn, my like frame rate dropped to like 10, and it was really annoying.
Yeah.
When I was watching him, it was like, man, this slideshow is really interesting. I wish I could see it.
It's like those old Kurosawa films or whatever, where you just see like the flash of like the samurais.
Yeah. Yeah, I my solution, at least for speed, and possibly for Shade and Reaper, would be, if we're gonna keep the camera the same way, maybe have the red outline that's going through me, so I at least can keep an eye on their silhouette and be able to, like, after I've memorized their attacks, be able to figure it out from sheer muscle memory.
Yeah.
I forgot what game. I believe most games actually do that. Is when like, if say you're messing with like a lower brightness setting or something, that normally most enemies will have the red outline on them, so you don't really lose their silhouette. Like, even if you're looking right at them. Especially in games where,
just make them a little bit bigger. That's all I gotta say.
yeah, I just realized, especially in games where customization's really heavy. Like, Marvel Rivals does this a lot, and that's because sometimes it can be really hard to differentiate, especially if they're in base skins, like who's on your side versus theirs. That's why the overlay is so heavily on there.
Not a single fight in the game that, at least mechanically, is above a 6 out of 10. Remember, the
Do we agree with this? I don't know if I do.
Back it up. I want to hear the sentence again, because that messed with me.
Okay.
complete and utter dog shit at worst. There is not a single fight in the game that, at least mechanically, is above a 6 out of 10. Remember,
I hard disagree. Dose.
Yeah.
Who was Dose is pretty good. Who's the guy right before Dose?
I
I was jazzed up when I fought that.
Oh,
guy. He's after Speed.
Ketero.
Yeah, he's sick. He's sick as shit. I like
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
And as annoying as it was, I actually loved fighting the Brontosaurus.
Yeah.
Like, that was...
Yeah, Brontosaurus is really cool.
Akai
Call
is
him Kasai. What's the fuck's his name?
Akai, the Spinosaurus you fight.
No. Well, I mean, Akai's pretty sick, but I don't really want to get into that. But I'm talking about Kasai. He's the he's the
yeah,
first one.
yeah. Oh, yeah, the Titan. Yeah, the first boss. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Not the Titan. He wasn't the Titan. He was something else. The Titan was the big
Tyrant.
Brontosaurus guy.
The Tyrant. Oh, okay. Are you?
Oh, he was the Tyrant. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Tyrant.
He's cool.
Yeah, Dose. And
Yeah, it's
honestly, Dose is my second favorite fight in the game.
I think the only problem...
Stick is
the
also
problem
pretty cool because he could parry you.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem would only be the mini bosses, because that's what Speed and Shade and Reaper are. They're the mini bosses.
No, we were just talking about the mini bosses. Like, I was literally bringing up the.
Oh no, I was sticking to the main ones for his argument.
Now, Shield is one you can just heavy attack stun till he's dead. Like.
Yeah, I think that's what I did on stream.
Yes,
I think
that's what you did.
I think
I was
unfortunately that's when I kind of got into this weird pattern of, like, heavy attack just wins everything, and it only until like 3 hours later finally just went like, no, it's not.
Well, you got your fucking shit rocked by Tank, and you realize, oh, that's not going to work.
Did I
Yeah.
miss Shield?
The Stegosaurus?
Yeah, I think I missed Shield then.
Oh yeah, he
damn.
was in the Great Lakes area.
Okay, I'll go back and fight him then.
the bosses themselves look quite good because of the amazing animations, but even so, they are incredibly forgetful and left zero impact on me whatsoever. I probably couldn't
That's an opinion
That's-
thing.
yeah,
like,
it's
that's on you.
subjective as
And
hell,
that's-
man.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing I could say. It's
Yeah.
like the criticism of saying something is boring, or as we got into an argument last night about what's not funny. It's like you can argue why these things have these aspects. Like, But if you just say it's boring or you didn't find it funny, there's nothing really we can argue against that.
Yeah.
It's just
it's
it's just your opinion.
Yep.
There's nothing to go back and forth with on that.
Yeah, but personally, Dose left a very lasting effect on
Dose
me.
is fucking sick. Like,
He's
Dose,
so
Dose
good.
Dose might be my favorite of the entire game, and that's because I love fighting speedsters.
I
yeah.
will say the Sukuna of the game definitely left a fucking impression.
Oh yeah, Akai. Akai is my favorite fight of the game.
I was not expecting that. That caught me off guard.
It caught me off guard too.
Look at me, Wyatt. I fucking one-shot him. Look, I'm doing and then my god, he has a second face.
Like that was that. I think Wyatt was there when I beat Akai's first stage. I'm like, yes, I did it. And I'm like, oh no, he's got a second stage.
Yeah, I was
no, there's a
listening because I was like, I can't watch because if I'm gonna fucking stream this, I need to keep myself to this. As he then went a second phase, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Well, in my defense, that wasn't me. Like
no,
it's
hype. I understand you you go
I let it
by
slip.
pure hype energy, but like with him just spouting pure subjectivisms, it's one of those things of like, all right, if it didn't connect to you, fine, I guess. But yeah, as they brought up, there's nothing to chew on.
Yeah.
Even name a single boss off the top of my head, which is saying something because majority of their names are just a single proper noun. Before we start breaking it down, real
That's a
quick,
mini
if
boss.
you're gonna have
That was Shield, like, and also sometimes the very simple names are very effective. Tank, he's a fucking
Ankylosaurus.
Jake. Yeah, he's an Ankylosaurus, but basically known as being a big tanky motherfucker because their whole deal is that they essentially have a back that is just covered in armor and then a fucking bludgeoning tail.
Yep.
It works.
It works really well.
Speed. It's a Velociraptor that
He's
is
fast.
fucking shadow clones.
Yeah, and he's fast. He's fast as fuck, boy. Horn is a Centrosaurus, and like he has like a chain and mace attached to his horn that he uses his head to swing around.
I just realized, is there not a Triceratops in this game?
There
My second favorite dinosaur is.
I think there are. I think, but I think like they're normal enemies. But I would need to go back and check. Because I don't think there are any Triceratops that we see or fight. We only fight the Centrosaurus, which is a Ceratopsian.
The shadow of the Dinoblade is when we go into the shadow zone, where we run into the Triceratops blade of Mikola.
Get on it, Dino Team.
red attacks that can only be perfect deflected or dodged, make sure you actually communicate that information to the player. Because just saying red attacks can't be blocked.
Yeah, it's to say it can't be blocked. I don't know.
It can't be blocked. Yeah.
They're okay. So here, okay.
It's up to interpretation, kind of, because I didn't think they could be parried. I thought that meant dodge.
I will say, like, my character action brain was like, oh, it can't be blocked. Interesting. Can it be? But you didn't say anything about parry.
And in my instance, I think because the timing is a lot more focused, I think...
I will be curious if it does say something about unblockables in the reflect tooltip.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could pull those tooltips up. Is there a way to?
They might be in the... They might be in the pause menu somewhere. Unfortunately, I don't have the game open, so I can't let you know.
Yeah, when
there's
I open the game now, it's kind of like doing some stupid shit. So I can't.
So the only time I've ever disagreed with how it's getting the unblockable attack across is when I was fighting Horn, and that's like you see the flash for only a split second, and it's like, but I would have to have Ultra Instinct to be able to fucking pull that one off, to be able to see it and then even do it in the correct amount of time. That's why when I had tanks on, because I'll admit, when it came to fighting Horn, at one point I just gave up and it just turned into a slugging match. And so I would just keep blocking and using tanks to heal myself. So with him just having that unblockable that I just couldn't fucking see, it made me think the game was broken. And it's one of the only instances where I'm like, that is just not fair.
Yeah.
I will say there is a audio cue for unblockable attacks.
There is, yeah.
Because I was watching your stream and I couldn't hear it, and when I did it on my game, as
Fair,
we mentioned, the slideshow, I couldn't really perceive it, so it
fair enough.
could
Like because we were
be there.
because I was
But
streaming, I possibly just didn't hear it. Like
Yeah.
because unfortunately, when you're streaming, you have to lower your volume by quite a bit so you can one maintain conversation, and secondly, so the game just doesn't deafen everybody.
True.
Gives the impression that you can only dodge them and can't deflect it at all. I guess
I mean, like, if you have no reading comprehension.
Or in
Like I
the
said,
case of
I
when you
will-
with
I-
the
I will
tighter
give-
parry window for it, you might if you just can't get it, it might also give you the impression that it can't be parried either. That's what happened with me.
I will give him that. Like I said, it is very like gamer thing. Like tips known. I don't know this guy's background on how many games he's played, but like the idea of like when something is said like that, like the immediate thought for me is like, oh, if I can't block it, I can parry it.
Mm-hmm.
And there are attacks that like are weird that you can't parry. Like there's a boss later that does like um he does
Who
like
has
air
the fire
slashes at
breath?
you, and even though he's across the map, if you parry it, you could get the animation of like knocking his ass back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Who's also
Sick.
who's the one that has the fire breath that was giving me trouble when I
Red,
was sober?
Red
Red
Ash. Yeah. He's on
Red
screen
Ash.
right now.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking moron. Yeah, Red Ash's fire attack, however, that is just an actual unblockable, just nothing. Get the fuck away from it, which is what that's what also
It would be
kind of
funny
enforced.
if you could. It would be funny if you could.
That'd be funny, but how?
I mean, here's the thing: you'd have to probably mash the parry because, like, to parry like some of the attacks, you have to like mash it. Like, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, you could parry all of the attacks that Dose does, but like, good fucking luck.
Yeah.
I maybe get 4 of them out of the
Yeah.
16 that are coming my way.
Yeah,
We
that's
can talk
another
about
one where
deflecting first.
tank is really helpful. It's just like, okay, I can't. This is gonna be a battle of strength versus dex. I just gotta not even strength. It's just a matter of constitution versus dexterity. All right, let's do this.
Bring it on, bitch.
can't deflect it at all. I guess we can talk about deflecting first now, since I brought it up. It does not feel good. The timings feel so awkward and so inconsistent, and it doesn't help that a lot of late game bosses attack so fast and so sporadically that it's almost impossible to fully comprehend and deflect a combo. When the
I hate to be this guy, but that sounds like a skill issue, my dude.
A little bit, yeah.
It's a mix.
That sounds like a skill issue. 'Cause
Yeah, a
like,
little bit, yeah.
It's pretty.
It's
It's
a
pretty
mix.
fair. Like. It honestly, like, now that I put my hands on it, it does feel really fair for the parry window. So like I don't know what to say about that.
It's for me. It's a moment to moment thing. Like what is actually the Brontosaurus's name?
It starts with a
I
D.
don't know. He's got like a weird like freaking.
I'm just gonna call him the Brontosaurus. I don't care.
Bionicle name.
So
Yeah.
so-
we just call him. But his title is the Titan. So
yeah, the Titan. When I was fighting him, I think the only time where I was just like, okay, that's some bullshit, is that left hook that's like way faster than any of his other attacks. And it's like, all right, I'm not gonna call you that your bullshit move. At the same time, however, that does not match your move set. So like,
Well, and but it
that's
is
why
interesting. It is interesting though how those fights work though, is because he really only throws that right hook if you dodge the first one.
yeah.
He usually doesn't throw it if you get hit by that. First
Oh no, I'm not. Oh no, I'm not talking about the 1-2 he does. I'm talking just like there's at random times, not random times when the programming is decided to. He'll start with just this really fast like left foot front stomp that just moves way faster than his normal animation. And there's some like when it comes to these move sets, like you didn't get the double stomp explosion as many times as I did. Like on stream, I think we didn't count it, but I bet if I counted it right now in one fight, he did it over like 20 times.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, the attacks are actually based on the positioning of your character. Like, he has one attack where he stomps the ground, and it creates a pillar at your location. I
Yeah.
got that attack maybe once because I was always on his ass.
Yeah.
Whereas I think I only got that one like 3-ish times. But he did that double stomp like fucking ground like oh, who does it? Is it Brainiac in Injustice 2 that has that fucking I'm just gonna hit the ground? No, it's Jax that can hit the
It's-
ground and
I think I might be thinking of Tremor. Tremor's the one who actually like stomps the ground or punches the ground, then punches it the second time. No, wait,
Yeah,
no,
and it can
no,
fuck-
no, no. I think that's Kintaro from MK9.
yeah, where you can essentially just hit the ground
Exactly.
and it fucking hurts you, and it's like, oh, fuck you.
And he does it twice, which is really annoying.
But some of these is definitely a skill issue. Just unfortunate, but that's the nature of the game. And unfortunately, there might just also be like the IRL skill issue if you might just not have the reflexes for it. Some of us don't. I don't like. Unfortunately, I'm like halfway in between where I will sometimes when like Max can tell. There's some when I was playing Expedition, there were a number of times where I would be able to fucking parry left and right. But there are just some times where it's just like, oh, nope, miss. Nope, miss. It's like, shit.
It also depends
Like-
on like your mood set. Like if you're just not in the mood to play certain games, like they can run your ass
Oh,
over.
Oh, yeah,
hence
definitely,
why-
definitely.
There's definitely like there is a vast difference between the difficulty of PAL World versus the difficulty of Elden Ring.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
what-
I mean. Like,
well, that's why,
if you're not in the mood for Elden Ring will freaking cock and ball torture you. Whereas PAL
Well,
World, you can kind of just take that at your own pace, kind of like do whatever you want to, and just relax.
That's why Slur hit the nail on the head, and he was just like, "Ah, shit," and like I may need. I was very much considering doing that second stream. Like, fuck, man, I need to take like a couple shots, because he was like, no, like he just needs to loosen up. But it's like I can't. I'm awake. I'm dying.
Oh wait, I'm only eating a Pop-Tart. That'll totally fuel me.
Yeah, motherfuckers, like I didn't earn my fucking.
I didn't earn my breakfast.
I
All I
didn't
did
earn-
was
I
sleep
didn't
and
earn
wake
my
up.
fucking
Look,
check
have
out
enough
that-
self-loathing to
that, like,
fucking
that stun locked both me and Slur. We were like, fucking excuse me.
What do you mean you haven't earned breakfast yet? What do you mean? How do you
Well,
earn
you-
breakfast?
Who the fuck starts a morning like that? I just woke up.
treat yourself with enough self-loathing and like hatred towards your very existence. Like you will get shit done because then you're like, yes,
Because
I've done it.
You couldn't.
That sounds like
beat,
that sounds like a way that you'll die faster though.
and that's a problem. How?
I mean, it'd be
Maybe
nice
true.
to live as long as you can for as healthily as you can.
Starts drinking immediately.
Main strategy is to just hold down the block button for the entire attack rather than trying to actually deflect each hit. That's why
Oh,
like,
fuck you. That's like your own fucking issue then, man. We just talked about that. That is skill issue.
And
Like,
then
oh, I'm just
and then
I'm just
sometimes
blocking.
and then sometimes just blocking is a strategy in and of itself.
That's why tank exists.
Exactly.
Like I swear that's why he was put in specifically for his power up. He's
Yes.
like, all right, there's
Literally,
just gonna be
and, like,
people that aren't gonna parry.
And as I say, like, and there's also the opposite where you get Stick, who actually increases your parry window. Like, it
Exactly.
just depends on like your gameplay. Like,
And then survival instincts, when that triggers, that also increases your parry window as well. Now, granted, that's very risky because you're low on health.
you're at 15% health, and most of these guys can one tap you. But yeah.
Yeah, but that
Yeah, I was
that
about
is
to-
an option if you're willing to
feel
go that
like
route.
That needs to be buffed. I think it needs to go up to 50% because like
Yeah, it
15%,
does.
Like that is like I've never who is ever at 15%. No, you're
No,
either at
and
full
then-
health, half health, or dead.
Yeah, especially because every time it triggers, it's doing like a multi-attack, and it's just like, oh
That's
great,
what I'm saying.
it's finally
I was-
triggered.
I
Oh
was-
shit!
This is the criticism I brought up about the survival instinct. The second level, second and third level give you, well, once per rest you get, or once per statue touch, you get the ability to survive a death blow. However, it doesn't give you any invincibility frames or anything. So if you're getting comboed and beating your ass down, you're going to get hit again and just instantly die because you only have 1 health.
Yeah.
Which is really annoying because it's like, oh, thanks for the consolation prize. I guess I survived.
Thanks. I guess I'll go fuck myself.
I will say,
It seems you have overestimated me.
I will say,
What?
Huh?
Dies?
so this is probably like I'm like one of the very few examples where it happened to where survival instinct was key for me to beating the game.
That's fair.
Because
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
your
because
resources.
when it kicks in, it refills your stamina and your resonance, which allowed me to like when I had enough respite to heal, Dino Trigger and just pray.
Start swinging.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Lisa. I'm gonna spin my arms around and walk towards you. If you get hit, that's on you. Dino triggers.
Bang, bang, bang. Pull my Dino Trigger.
Very good. But to stop you from doing this, the game then chucks red attacks in the middle of a combo, meaning you can't just hold down the block button. It's just like, look at this combo. Genuinely, tell me what the actual hell is happening here and how I'm meant to comprehend it and deflect it.
It's a
Here's
left,
another
right,
thing.
left, right,
You know,
left,
during
right,
like
left, right.
an act.
And then-
Uh-huh.
oh my god, dude, no, you can't do that. Okay, so what he just showed was a left, right, and then
And
it's like,
it-
what am I
and
supposed
deflect
to do
it.
here?
Here's
And you
another thing.
see
Red. The
hard
red.
telegraph of the fucking unblockable attack.
Yeah.
Jose is really like fast and annoying, but like you just disproved your point because the unblockable is telegraphed. You could just dodge out of it.
Yes.
However, this is part of my evidence of this horrible camera. Because my God, this guy was gonna
Honestly,
make me dizzy by my fourth time fighting him. I
Not
was
a,
like,
that's not the camera issue, but yes, I could understand that making somebody motion sick. Because like that is just the camera keeping up with the boss, which I prefer that instead of having to walk onto the boss.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, dude. This is just flat out a skill issue.
so there's no way.
Yeah.
There's also there's no way I was gonna be able to bring this up, mainly because like I just don't know how I would have inserted it. The tiniest of criticism. I wish there was a way to just be on auto sprint, because the amount of times I've been fucking tapping that stick to fucking get back into running towards them, like I'm pretty sure I've worn out the L3 function on my controller.
You know, during like an action game, there will be a button quick time event during a cutscene. Well, that's done to give the player a bit of urgency and help with immersion and tension. Well, Dinoblade also has quick time events, and they are usually done in an attack that the boss will do after a phase transition. An attack the boss will do every single attempt at the exact same spot of every attempt. Every time you get a boss to half HP, they will throw you into a quick time event every single time. Do I
Yeah.
really need to explain why a
Fun.
scripted
Okay.
button mash segment every single attempt on a boss fight gets really tedious really fast?
Well,
It's to give you a fucking breather,
well,
man.
To not beat a dead horse here, that sounds like a skill issue.
And also
It's really fucked up when I had to do that button mashing part 86 times. Wait, you had to do it 86 times? Well, yeah, because I got killed 86 times.
Remember
Okay.
it was really annoying that when I had to do the thing that was part of the boss fight that I had to do. It's like, what's that? You're Asmongold and you're physically unable to use a blade mode in Metal Gear Rising in Revengeance, yeah, and it's it's like, well, why do I need to do this every single time I fail? Because it's a scripted part of the fight. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like,
Just fucking do it. Like,
just do it. Like, get good, beat that. And that's part. This isn't even like this is part of like like a lot of boss battles. Like, and like anytime like in the OG God of War games when you had the QTE events and a lot of the boss fights, if you lost against the boss, you have to do the QTE again. I mean, is it annoying? Sure, but like, I don't.
there's some
That's just a
games
skill
I would
issue
argue.
because like you have to do it over and over again because you keep dying to the boss. And if I don't know what to say.
I'd argue there are some QTs, like the one that will always stick in my head is the Force Unleashed, where the QT is the only way to finish the thing, and there's no way to knock you out of it.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
like-
You will eventually die. You'll just take too much damage, like because it just restarts the QTE and you take health damage every single time.
Yeah.
except for the
Yeah,
first one with Darth Vader. But
oh yeah, because then you're just sitting there. You're just like, ah.
oh, yeah. Which actually made it really cool to like sync with the music, because that's what I was doing in my game through. Ironically, it was "To Live Is to Die," that one song I was showing y'all during we were watching all those trailers. But yeah, I don't know, man. And here's the thing: it's not even like a QTE, because a QTE is like a QuickTime event where you have to mash. Like, you have to no, you have to press like the certain button. This one you just gotta mash, which is like really generous. Like he could have made it a QTE where it's like press A now or you die, and like you know what I mean. Like that would have been insanely annoying, and I would agree that would be terrible. But the mashing thing kind of just goes with the thing, because you can also mash any button. Like,
Yeah.
I'm already on the bumpers and the thumb switch stick the triggers, so I just fucking mash the bumpers and triggers and it works.
Oh, on an example of quick, we'll change on bad QTEs though. Resident Evil. Like, I honestly do think the RE4 QuickTime events are some of the worst QuickTime events you could have, especially the browser fight in the original Resident Evil 4, because you think you're in a fucking cutscene and then button like, oh, you gotta hit a button.
Yeah, I don't like cutscene. I don't like cutscene things, especially with dire consequences. Because if I remember correctly, because like I have more memory of 5 than I do with 4.
5 I feel like was worse because the button prompts wouldn't remain the same for me.
Yes,
on
well,
PS3
they remain the same on casual, but on the harder difficulties they changed, which was really annoying.
Yeah, I played on normal. So when it I think the most I died, I don't know what got me most, the helicopter crash ambush or the giant spider. I think it may have been the
giant spider. It's just a single QTE. It's really annoying. It comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Meanwhile, oh yeah, it was definitely the crashed helicopter. It was dodging the chain or one of the other, like, hit 2 buttons at the same time. And it's just like, all right, just gotta hit the bumpers. It's the face buttons. Fuck. All right, face buttons. It's the bumpers. Fuck. It just would happen. I think this happened like over 10 times for me. Granted, I was like, I think I was like 11, so of course I didn't fucking understand it. I was just like, what do you mean button be different?
The actual movesets just have a lot of problems as well. There's issues with visual clarity, like I said, sometimes the boss just has a straight up seizure and you can't really tell what's happening, but also sometimes the boss is
You can very easily tell what is happening. I would argue the environment's a little too muddy, so there is a possibility to lose track depending on the boss battle, but that's more of an in-between. I think at one point the solution that both Max and I had was you just gotta turn up the brightness.
Also, like, when he said that with some of the moves, like, I'm gonna pull it back.
Sets just have a lot of problems as well. There's issues with visual clarity, like I said, sometimes the boss just has a straight up seizure and you can't really tell what's happening.
I could very easily tell what was happening there. I don't know what to say, dude.
Sorry, dude.
Right.
That is just a skill issue.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
You've been complaining about it for the past 2 minutes.
But also,
why does this thing not work? Skill issue.
Boss is either way bigger than you or way smaller.
Actually, let's go back to read that.
The boss is either way bigger than you.
I forgot to record it, but there's a fight against a Brachio, and he sort of stays off screen for most of it.
Yeah. See, that's the one I agree with. I kind of hate the fact that you literally only see his torso. You can't see his head.
Yeah.
Mukasai. I'm not gonna remember that.
Makuse.
Makuse.
Yeah.
The Titan. Why are we calling him the Titan?
Yeah. But also, like, I forgot to record it. Then why don't you record it and then, like, put it into the video? Or, like, pull footage from someone doing it and just say, I forgot to record it, but here's footage from another video, link in description.
Or at least add enough of your own, like, personality to it. Or it's like, I forgot to record it. comma, or no, well, not actually comma. I forgot to record it, and since he doesn't like it, he would just say, "And I can't be bothered to do it again, just for footage."
Mm-hmm.
But there's a fight against the Brachio. Like I don't know. There's a way to do it while still remaining consistent towards your attitude.
Yeah.
Or way smaller, so it's kind of
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Speed
is way too
fair.
fucking small.
Way
man.
too small. Yeah. Okay.
And-
Speed is fair. Speed is fair.
hard to also tell what they're doing. Then I think the biggest problem with boss movesets is the timings. So many combos have such awkward delays between swings, and it's just not very fun to deflect/fight. And then the most awful thing with the timings,
Subjective.
the majority of bosses, at least the major ones, have a quick jab move. Just a single attack they can do from idle that comes out so fast, which just basically means that during your safe punish windows, you're not actually that safe because the boss can just choose to do this quick jab that is impossible to dodge or deflect unless you are ready,
That is a skill issue.
The only problem that I would agree with
Dude,
would be
when I
Titan.
showed up like to my class, it was just crazy. They had this piece of paper that was in front of me, and it had 2+2 on it. You can't know what to do if you didn't know what to go in and expect. I just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then it was like 2 by 2 is fine.
Can't make it, man. Can't make it. Paper's
I mean, the last, and it was the same
Please!
problem.
I beg you.
It was the same problem as last year because I had to retake this course. It was the same thing.
This
You're
is my
expecting-
83rd time I'm taking this class.
I am 37 years old in the 2nd grade.
What was
God.
that? Was that thing from
Please
the
help.
YMS? The YMS reacts to fucking Twilight. I have been taking this class for 57 years.
And I failed every time. Like the stoner crying eyes.
The only time
Shout out to Scoot, man. He was the goat of
he
that
was
channel.
the funniest of them all, and I think would have been the final crack in Adam's sanity.
Yeah,
For
let's not get into that.
yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. But the only time I'm gonna agree with him on that fucking jab is the Titan. But that's because he's a big fuck off Brontosaurus. Why the fuck can he give me a jab like a fucking professional boxer? It doesn't like that's where I'll say like that one move does not match his moveset. But everybody else, like I want to review it for a split second. Like especially when he showed Dosai, it's like oh there's just this quick jab. It shows a normal attack speed. It's like okay I don't know if like you unfortunately don't have that great reaction time, which is fine. Some people just aren't. Like, some people don't play with, like, quick reflex games. That's why, as a kid, I was awful at quick time events. Like, as I joked with the Resident Evil thing. Some people just couldn't do it for a long fucking chunk of time. And God forbid, if your quick time event involves the analog stick.
Oh,
Couldn't
God.
pass shop class and bully to save my life. I just couldn't do it. You're telling me to rotate the
that
stick,
one
and
was
I'm like...
bullshit. No, because like the thing is, like you actually had to start the circle motion from a certain spot in the stick. Like you actually had to go down first, then rotate, which doesn't make any sense because it's like that's not how the rotation works. But whatever.
Yeah, I should just be rotating from any set position. You're just asking me to rotate. If you wanted me to start from down, you should have gone down, then circle. But like original God of War's quick time's fucked with me because it's like, oh, you're asking me to use the stick, or God forbid you tell me to use the triggers. That just is not even now. That's not programmed into my brain for quick time events.
I had for some reason I had a really big issue with the bumpers and trigger quick time events for the Xbox 360 because the prompts always look so awkward.
Well, yeah, it's because like they tried to shape them almost the exact same way that they're on the controller, and from a front on perspective, the triggers and bumpers just don't look that great. So they just look like two white bricks. It's like, what the fuck are those things? Oh, they're the triggers. Hence why in PlayStation games they would still just use L2 and R2.
Mm-hmm.
But so when he showed Dosai's attack, that's where I would just go like yeah, that's just a normal attack. That's not a jab. We know how fast Dosai can move. Like
Yeah.
That was not a quick jab.
The timings is majority of bosses, at least the major ones, have a quick jab move. Just a single attack they can do from idle that comes out
Yeah.
so
That was just a normal attack.
fast,
Yeah.
which just basically means that during your safe punish windows, you're not actually that safe because the boss can just choose to do this quick jab that is impossible.
Okay, so first off, with Red Ash, that was just one of his normal attack strings, not like a quick jab.
Oh, also, in terms of like, this is where I'll definitely say skill issue. Don't. You're doing the souls thing of dodging into the attack. No, like dodge away. Get if you, the better. It's better to be safe than sorry. Get away from them. Don't like. If you roll into it, depending on the game, it doesn't have the iframes necessary to do that shit. You will just get hit.
Yeah.
Or deflect unless you are ready, which isn't something you're usually prepared for in your free punish window. A good Souls fight should almost feel like
Not
turn-based combat.
Yeah,
You're a fucking fool if you think it's free. Like, dude, I was praising at the beginning of this fucking video. It's not free. Like, granted, okay, so I'll give him one bit of caveat that should be in this game. There should be like a stun state for the enemies. Like,
yes.
there should be like a moment where it's like, damn, drops to a knee, and like you just get like a chance to just wail on them, kind of like Dark Souls. So maybe that, but none of that's in this game, so you just have to deal with that not being.
Yeah.
It's not free, dude.
So what do you mean a good Souls fight should be almost like, I'm gonna bring it back like a second.
Dodge or deflect unless you are ready, which isn't something you're usually prepared for in your free punish window. A good Souls fight should almost feel like turn-based combat, where you dodge their attacks, then you can do yours. And the skill expression comes from being able to weave in attacks during their turn, or dodge in a way to increase the duration of your turn. But the
No, the series you're already like throwing yourself off the Souls thing, because at least from my experience with Elden Ring, most people like the boss fights that actually do feel like just straight up slugfests, like Millennia.
I was about to say, and as a like I love playing Sekiro, but I'm a Bloodborne guy. It is a boxing match, so I am slugging it out because you took some of my health. I want that health back.
Like I've never I've only played a little bit of Bloodborne, but from when I watch people fight the Orphan of Kos, that is not turn based. That is a like hold on to your ass, like just because you're both hopped up on speed trying to stab each other.
Well, it's because like the Souls spin-off games, like they all lean on a different mechanic. So in the case of Bloodborne, it was really wanting you to lean more on dodging because there's only like one or possibly like two shields in the entire game. So blocking isn't as big of an option as it is, say, in Dark Souls. Whereas Sekiro, fucking parry or get out of the fucking way. End of story. And that's what makes me such a big game of big fan of this game as well, because if you lean anything towards Sekiro, I get very excited.
flow of combat in Dinoblade is just so off. It's inconsistent majority of the time, and it's hard to feel the rhythm of a fight, because there pretty much is no rhythm. Just the boss spamming attacks with no real thought or care. And you know,
I don't
Not
agree
true.
with that.
I literally covered that when saying that the bosses actually do different attacks depending on the positioning of your character. They were actually influenced by your positioning, so
Exactly.
that's just exactly wrong.
Yeah, if you're fighting a Kai and like you're far away, he'll either do his Getsuga Tenshos or he'll like do his rollout.
Yeah.
And then when you're getting really up into him and on his ass, he'll use Meteor Zone on you.
you know what? Guess what else this game has? Bugs. Lots of bugs. Now, to be fair,
this might be one where we disagree a lot less.
Yeah,
Let's brace ourselves, boys, because we like this game, but
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not flawless. Yeah, but like in fact, this is kind of where we accept, like, yes, this game is neat, good. There's some fucking problems with it, however, made by 6 people.
Yeah.
Most of
And
which
it's an indie-
who didn't make a video game before.
Yeah.
dev You're bound to have bugs here and there, especially since this is your first game, but some of these bugs are sorta insane to have on launch, like this one. So you remember at the start of the video where I said I had one massive problem with this boss? So after I beat them, strangely, the boss music didn't stop and I didn't get a reward or anything either. Strange, right? You think I would be rewarded for beating the first major fight. So anyways, I walked away and entered the next loading zone for, you know, the next area, and you know what happened? The game reset me all the way back to the tutorial. This is a very real thing that happened.
Okay, that's a pretty bad. That's a pretty bad bug.
That is.
We'll give you
I
props
think
for
that is one
you
that
have
got
the-
fixed
you have
real
the
fast.
footage to- You have the footage to prove it. So fair enough, my guy.
What's
Fair.
everybody's favorite bug that happened to them? Let's just go ahead and cover it. Mine personally was stick fight. Wyatt was watching me. I was beating Stick's ass so well, just slobber knocking him, and when he does the parry, I would parry right back and knock his ass back. And then I got stuck in a wall, and then I couldn't move, and because like my brain was like something is wrong, my brain switched off from combat mode. Then Stick just started beating my ass, and I couldn't fucking recover, so I lost that fight. So thanks, my owner.
The
My-
zero one where Max was doing a boss and like he thought he beat him, but it was at 0 and he got demolished.
Oh, when he was fighting
The first time against the
Beatster.
Psy.
Yeah.
My, so
go ahead.
my favorite bug, it's not like a gameplay one, because I don't know, I can't remember if I experienced any. I probably undoubtedly did, I just can't really remember them. But my favorite bug in the game, at least I think it's a bug, is how your sound settings reset every time you boot the game back up.
It didn't happen to me for sound settings. It did happen to me for graphic settings, though.
Yeah,
It happened to me for both.
yeah. For me, it was for
I put
both.
them on low for everything, and then started literally just earlier when I was playing earlier, and like I just turned the game off and then turned it right back on. Literally all went back to ultra. I was like, okay.
Oh, okay. So while not a bug, what was funny is that I had beaten Akai, his first stage, I'm sorry, not his first stage, but like I had beaten him, and then like as I was progressing to the next level, the game like was in perpetual loading. I'm like, oh, what happened? And then I stopped it. It needed to update. Like it literally, the game needed an update while I was playing it, and like, oh, I'm not allowed to progress further.
So, in mine would probably be when I did the parry free damage on Speed that we caught on stream, where it just didn't fucking happen. And this is after I was starting to really get pissed about Speed.
Yeah.
And I think it happened. I put my controller down. I think I just chugged the rest of my drink. I just went like, all right, if no one's gonna give a fuck, I guess I won't as well. Like, I was like, I got pissed. Like I got thoroughly fucking angry at that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that might be my favorite glitch.
I got sent all the way back to the tutorial, had to do it all again, run all the way back through the empty levels, back to that boss, and guess what? I had to beat that boss again, and that is when I actually got my rewards and could actually progress. How is that even possible to happen? I loosely know how games are made, and is it just like a failsafe that if a boss bugs, it just sends you back to the start? And if it is just an unintended
drive me
bug,
insane.
how on earth does something
Yeah.
like that not get spotted in playtesting? Which is a question I felt myself asking so often during my playthrough. And there is playtesters listed in the credits, don't worry. I made sure to double check that. I think before I get any more heated, I've detailed my main issues with the game, so let's just move on to my closing thoughts. I know what you might be thinking, and yeah, I have been quite harsh on a game that is clearly made by a novice indie developer. And yeah,
Harsh because you might not be very good at it.
Wow.
I have been.
Really
I'm sure the
been?
dev learned a lot from making this game and will be using that knowledge moving forward. But Dinoblade wasn't exactly something built with metal scraps in a garage being fueled with hopes and dreams. It had over 600,000 wish lists on Steam, lots of natural
Okay, that doesn't
advertising
help
from
with
game
development.
journalists, and actually had a form
help
of
with
natural
development.
income with a U2's figurine run and a very hefty chunk of patrons supporting the project. That's
Yeah, they had.
Okay, that doesn't help with development.
Yeah, like
None of
they.
that.
Oh well, hold on. It keeps the well. So the wishlist does nothing. The thing is advertising.
Doesn't help with development.
Profits from profits in the U2s and the patrons at the very least keep the lights on. Which
Keeps the
in
lights
just
on,
in
but
yeah,
at the
that's
end of the day,
about
it
it.
doesn't help with development really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
no.
keeps the lights on, keeps like the developers paid and happy, but like that doesn't actually affect the polish of the game.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't
Motherfuckers-
affect the
motherfuckers,
ones
like,
and zeros.
Toby Fox built this game. Okay.
The box of
Scraps.
scraps.
such a blessed position to be in, and do you know how many other indie developers would kill to be in this spot? Look,
I mean, maybe for like the promotional and monetary, sure, but like they're still in a similar position from a development standpoint. They still had a small group of people working on this game for like 3.5 years, trying to make it as best they can, and like they had some more income and more money than some other indie developers, but that's about it.
Also, depending on the game, you just might need like fucking programming genius as well. Remember, Hollow Knight was literally 3 guys in a shed.
Yeah.
Of course, Silk Song was going to be amazing because then not only was it still those 3 guys, they had millions of dollars behind them. So they're just like, so we're gonna sell massive bonuses. Now let's just do it again, and then they did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they don't deserve the support. Far from it. The animation
Well, I mean, no one said that you did say that.
It could be implied by all his quote-unquote criticism, I guess. That's why he's saying it. Whatever.
Yeah.
reels they made are spectacular and so impressive. I'm just saying that Dinoblade had a lot going right for it during its development, so the fact that it came out and left me disappointed in a multitude of ways is just a sad situation, and I feel like I'm pretty justified in pointing it out. And again, everyone who worked on it should be incredibly proud. I sure as hell haven't been able to release a game that sold 80,000 copies in just a week, and I'm definitely going to be on the
Jesus
lookout
Christ,
for whatever
good on
they...
them.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on them. I'm glad they succeeded. I have my issues with the game. I don't think it's like a fucking 10 out of 10 by far at all, but like, it's good on them.
But
Yeah.
I feel like the Palpatine meme where it's like, I'll be watching your career with great interest now.
Yeah.
That's a
Like-
Star Trek thing. I get that.
But like there will always be like we're also it helps that we're in an age where for the most part, at least on the Western side, the AAA gaming industry has been absolutely shitting itself. And we have to rely on a lot of these indie games. Fuck it, Dead is Disco has been keeping us like collectively entertained for months on and off right now.
Oh,
like,
wait,
and I'm playing it on my Steam Deck. I know, I've heard that there's an update. I have yet to I've been is there any any new bosses or anything?
There's no new bosses, but they in free
Yeah.
mode they give you an auto scanner for the song, and it gives you the BPM and offset, so you don't have to figure it out for yourself.
I might rescan all my songs then to see all right, what do you think it is now? And then
Yeah.
I'll give it its impression, play it, and then if it's still it's still too slow. Because remember, some of our favorite songs have a very low BPM. That's
Yeah.
why
That's
we have to
true.
keep doubling it through the settings.
Yeah.
Wasn't it some stupid thing where we found out Megalovania by the actual metric only has 105 beats per minute? It's that's Megalovania.
Something like that,
No.
yeah. To be fair, that was Megalovania spruced together with a not judgment. Fuck, I forgot what this guy's called. But it was spruced together with a different song. But at the same time, for that song, they didn't really change the speed of Megalovania. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's still that is that's at the very least still that is at least double time.
Well, no, the like the intro. Like I understand that being silly, but like you're telling me like when the music starts kicking in, that's not that's not there. Something's weird about that.
Yeah,
That's fair,
I don't
mate.
know. I don't know enough about fucking BPMs though, so I can't say anything.
true.
I know it. I know enough, but I still disagree with it fundamentally because, like, when you're talking about like how, because you determine beats per minute essentially by tapping your foot. Like it's the how fast the rhythm of the song is going and how many taps it's needed for every 1 minute of the song. It also doesn't affect that sometimes tempo changes happen
I
mid-song.
use my fingers like to gauge how fast the song is going. Like Oh yeah, just make fun of me, okay?
No, no, you cut off. You stopped talking. So
Yeah, you
I-
stopped. Yeah, it was.
Because my brain crashed. My
I
brain
know.
crashed.
That's
I was
that's
like,
why it was funny
wait.
because it's like my fit is.
I need to insert the clip from a fucking Aladdin where it's Genie going Mayday, Mayday.
I was going for the Sonic fandom. My drip is.
But
But as of now-
it's the the duality of the gaming industry. We've got fantastic indie games right now, and it does feel like the AAA industry has sort of let us down. That being said, there are still like average games coming out of the industry on both ends. Like not every game is fantastic, not every game's a stinker. First Light's a perfect example of this. It's a average it's a 6 out of 10 because it did what it was supposed to do, deliver a cinematic Bond experience. Is it a bit linear to hell and back? Yes. Does the stealth essentially feel borderline pointless? Ask Jake. He definitely thinks so.
yeah, it looks like stealth is optional.
But it's Bond, so of course it's been optional. The man like loves to shoot somebody, say a one-liner, and then have sex with a woman 5 minutes later. What do you expect? But the point. But then and even then we've got like the Black Flag remaster that came out, which is a fantastic example of like reusing something that's old, bringing it back up to spec, and then unfortunately you've got campaign evolved. While technically it's pretty amazing on its presentation level with the bonus missions, and it's just awful like delivery of all of its dialogue is just awful. Also, I don't know if anyone's seen the picture of Sergeant Johnson, Steve Harvey. I can't get it out of my fucking head now.
Yeah, it's on you. I, for one, don't think all black people look the same. Just saying.
Have you seen the picture? Hold on.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Like what is your opinion, Lucan? I am not Lucan. I am Steve Harvey. Why would you call me Lucan? So I swear the cartoon needs to change. Needs to actually make Lucan unironically Steve Harvey.
If they do a panel shot, I will fucking laugh my ass off that he just became a game show host. No,
He's
he
just a
flat out
game show, just a game show host of this popular thing called Neighbors Dispute or something.
Yeah.
What if they just they full sent it and they said that Lucan killed Steve Harvey and just took over Family Feud?
Oh my god.
It's like, oh my god, this is actually really easy to take over his life. I look almost exactly like him. This is weird.
Oh, I struggle to recommend this game to pretty much anyone, but feel free to check it out though if anything I've said interests you at all, or if you're in the market for something similar for the same-ish price that's a bit more polished, check out Stone Markia. It has more than double the amount of content of Dinoblade, feels a lot smoother, and is one of my favorite indie games from this year so
Yeah,
far.
but is it a dinosaur? Piss off.
I was going to say, like, a good chunk of, like, what got us hyped for that is the fact that there, for some reason, is barely any dinosaur games. And before anyone says the IL or ARC or any of stuff, we're talking about where you fucking play as the dinosaur and fuck shit up. Because isn't the Isle like a weird survival horror game?
The Isle, it's a survival game, but there's no real single player mode. And last I checked, well, you can make your own server and set it to have like AI, like AI and stuff, so that way your dinosaur can go hunt and eat things. Unless you're playing an herbivore, which by the way, there are only certain plants you can eat as an herbivore, rather than any plant, because I guess that it'd make herbivores too overpowered. Which fair enough, I suppose. It's so empty. It's so
And then
empty. There's barely anything to do without
And then
people.
Ark Survival Evolved, you're just trying to put machine guns on the dinosaur, and you're trying to just survive. And some of us just don't really like survival games that much.
And then like same with Beast of Bermuda, same with Path of Titans. There's King of Bones, which is a prehistoric fighting game, which like I didn't really care for it personally.
I was gonna say we might need to throw that at Max for a second.
Yeah, it's called King of Bones.
King of Bones.
Yeah.
Dinosaur fighting game, so you might be able to dissect that easier than me and him. There's at the same time, like it's either that, or you're either trying to survive against the dinosaurs, or you're trying to run them like a fucking theme park. Hence, what the Jurassic Park games have only been park builders for like the past like 10 years.
Yeah.
It's a fighting game.
That's what it's called, King of Bones. It is. That's what it's marketed as. At least it's a fighting game.
Doesn't look like a fighting game.
Is it on Steam?
Yes.
King of Bones is a fast-paced dinosaur fighting game with physics-driven, skill-based combat. Dash,
What?
dodge, stomp, headbutt, and smash your way through multiple unique game modes and over 24 unique species as you fight to dominate the arena. That's weird, because like the screenshots that I'm initially seeing, like there's like a bunch of dinosaurs on screen. Okay. I guess.
Well, it's $8. Let's do it.
Yeah, I did not play a lot of it because I just wasn't vibing with it very well.
Mhm.
But
Honestly, I'm looking at the combat and I don't think I'll vibe with it either.
Short spoiler-free review of it in
Turns
this
out it's
video
it's
here.
it's
So,
Batman
you
dinosaur.
guys should go
No,
watch
it's
it.
like Gmod dinosaur. You're kind of just like
bye.
spinning around and sending guys flying.
well, that wasn't
so
the worst
that
video
wasn't-
we've watched, but like it.
No, it's pretty good.
Right.
Like you're bad at games, but you make a pretty good video.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
production-wise, but like a lot of the criticisms towards the gameplay, some of them I thought were fair, but most it just sounds like he wasn't good at it.
Let me know if you ever want to chat about this kind of stuff. I always love trying to invite people either onto YARP or here to talk about like the things they made. Imagine if I could one day get Anthony Gramuglia on here.
You're never gonna get him on here. He's never gonna humor us.
Dream, damn it.
He's never gonna humor us because we've called him out for the
'Cause you're not
liar
humorous.
that the liar that he is, and trying to sweep
I have no
plagiarism
patience
under
for
the
the
rug.
liars.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I would be civil. I would be civil if he was on, and I think we all would. But
Yeah.
like,
I wouldn't.
I know
Okay.
you
I'm-
would.
All right.
I
I
don't want
understand,
peace.
Jake. I
I want
understand.
problems always.
So,
Killing is my hobby.
so well, what about? Okay, so of all the people we've either watched their videos on YARP or on here, what of those content creators would you actually want on here? I would love to try to get into Jim Sterling's head to just essentially see, all right, I'm going into the mind of a madman. Let me just see, when did you fucking break, man? When did this stop fucking mattering to you?
Anyone we've covered on Yarn. I'm allowed to do anyone we covered on Yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally not Mark.
Why not Mark?
That'd be pretty cool, because at least
Yeah, that's what I'm
'cause
saying,
that'd just
like, he
be
counts,
that'd just
and
be
I
a
would love to
that'd
just,
just be a
like, I would just
normal
love to be, like-
conversation.
I would
Yeah.
love to just be like, like a little schoolgirl, like laying on my belly
Right,
with
I'm
my hands
such
on
a
my
little girl.
chin, my hands on my chin, and my like legs kicked up, like so, like Your name's not Mark?
So
I would
think
want.
we've chatted with Rob,
Yeah.
Cinematic Venom.
So you talk about the robot from the Super Mario Brothers 2 movie?
Who would
Dude, my
I
memory's
want
been wiped of that
on?
movie so hard. I genuinely have no idea what the fuck you're.
I
It
want.
was
What
a funny.
movie is that?
It was fucking hilarious because he was like, "Where's the starport? Oh, it's over."
Oh yeah, that guy.
I would want the guy who made that awful Goblin Slayer video.
Oh man.
Just right.
Just right. Never talked about Goblin Slayer. He talked about Attack on Titan, and he deleted that video because it was garbage.
I keep getting them confused. I don't know why.
Well, and the thing is, the guy unlisted that Goblin Slayer video as well. But I already had the link to it, so I believe I actually downloaded it as well.
Oh, I changed my answer. I would change my answer, and this one I know it wouldn't be civil at all. It'd be a pure slugging match. I would love to talk with Birdman.
The bird. Oh god.
It'd be a pure
Because,
verbal
to be
slugging
honest,
match,
It's-
and I
it
love.
is- It is
To be
really
honest, like,
funny.
it ended up really bad because you guys always mention my skin color, and then he'll just be like, "Hey,
Why do you just say
listen
it like
to rap-
that?
Because you guys always
was a
mention
weird
my
way to
skin
phrase that,
color.
yes.
Listen to rap.
Okay, sure.
every now and again, but I don't. That's not the only genre I listen to."
Well, no, according to Birdman, only real black
yeah,
people like
no,
rap.
Okay, now we figured out what
And
you're
I'm gonna
talking
be
about.
like, go
'Cause-
fuck yourself. You're
Hold on, I
sucking
don't
your
know
own
if Max
cock, bro.
understood that one. Birdman once said, like, if you're black, you have to listen to rap music. Like, you're.
No,
Oh, yeah,
go
it's
fuck
true.
yourself.
Yeah, only real
Like,
black
I-
people
it's really
listen
funny.
to
I
rap
listen
music.
to
Like, I
some
don't-
rap music, but
I'm
I'm
not-
not fucking.
I'm not as internet pilled as you fuckers are. Like, so every time you guys talk about this Birdman guy, I have no idea who you're talking about. Because for a split second, I'm thinking of Birdman.
The
like,
movie,
fucking
yeah.
Lil Wayne's adopted dad. Like, so like, I'm like, what the fuck is y'all's
I
beef with
wish
Birdman?
the
Is that he like
the
he's gonna
memory of
walk
Birdman
into
was wiped from my
he's-
mind.
he's gonna walk in and be like, I'm tired of y'all putting disrespect on my name.
No, we're
You
talking.
the disrespect on black people in general.
No, we're talking
Oh,
about
man.
the Birdman, who I fucking like. Oh, I loved this.
We
whole
know what
Domino's.
you did to Domino's. We know what you did.
You get a fucking pizza.
I
and
want a
then
pizza.
He fucking screamed at a manager and posted on Twitter, and then called his old phone number and chatted with the guy on a recorded, but like he recorded the conversation with a total fucking
and
stranger.
didn't bleep the guy's name when he said it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're such a cunt for that.
So yeah, I will admit, like there'd probably be civility. I would hold civility for as long as possible, but the moment he'd
Yeah.
start insult, no, you know what it'd be? The moment that the internet
Because
tough guy
that would
persona
honest-
would pop up, I'd immediately just be like, you're on a computer, you're nowhere near me, knock it off. Like, it would immediately just like, it would try to just take the wind out of his sails immediately, because
I think the moment he insults me, why it's not gonna be consolable.
well, hold on, you make that sound like I'm gonna cry. What?
No,
I know, that's what I'm saying.
He goes.
Black.
he's gonna be angry.
It's like Anaya's a race traitor. She's not black enough. And then Vega.
This fucking Birdman turns into Joe Biden, where he like just takes the fucking melanin away from her.
Yeah, he's like. You've lost your melanin, Priscilla. You.
She turns into like a ginger girl too. I fucking love that comic.
That's one of my favorites as well from that guy. But yeah, that'd be a fun conversation, and by fun I mean it like only in the same way that getting into a fist fight outside of a bar is fun.
Yeah. But yeah, we've that's it for this one. We managed to keep it around 2 hours, which is good. That's a good length. Quickly, Wyatt, Shill.
We
Look.
did some Dinoblade stuff. We might be trying to do more of Halo. It just depends, like what you guys want. in terms of big projects,
might,
there's still nothing down
depending-
the pipeline. Oh, she's apparently got something.
depending on how Wyatt feels about it, I want to do a playthrough of Alice Madness Returns.
Okay, so we might do that. Also, I'm a big fucking stupid moron. There are 2 projects that actually will be released sooner or later, and I'm probably going to be processing those either after this recording or at the very least later tonight. We did a YARP studies talking about general education nonsense and basically the idea of motivation through activity.
General
and
education
then-
nonsense? Is he related to Grievous?
Uh,
That's why you pay me.
I pay you.
You guys are getting paid?
Uh, and then we did a little YARP date night talking about Motor City, a fantastic movie starring Alan Richardson. Go see it if it's still in theaters.
Alan Richardson.
Alan
He's
Richardson.
just
I'm
just the biggest beefcake of a fucking man.
He's the
Not
perfect.
even a real person. He's like a fucking space marine. We
Big
just time
dude.
traveled back
I
there.
was like,
This is why we keep.
Harrison in the
He's not
movie,
real.
bro's big.
Anytime in
What?
Reacher, because Reacher season 4 is coming out soon, so I bet you the moment that we see him and the moment he's probably gonna eat something, we're just gonna start going Reacher hungry, and then he sees a hot lady, and then when he sees a hot lady, Reacher must breed. Because he looks like he eats people.
He's yeah.
It's like
Right.
Reacher has not consumed calories, and then he fucking picks up a person and just starts eating them in one go, like the fucking cockroach creature from Men in Black.
Reacher requires sustenance. Reacher requires continuing bloodline. Sees femboy. Reacher must break laws of biology.
Is he
Oh,
fucking
man.
rolling
Oh,
from
no.
a bridge?
Yeah, that's hot.
Princess Trunks.
You dirty.
Dirty boy.
Go get me off this planet.
Give me all this planet.
No.
All right. So those will come out sooner or later. I'll probably process those now because the problem is like they're recorded in the usual way. So if I've just raw uploaded them, I'll be fighting my inner demons as per usual. God, my favorite fucking Arcane. The Arcane recording of that guy in the comments going, yeah, that perfectly suits Jinx's attitude as he sees the demons of the river path. So that's all I got.
I'm very slowly, emphasis on slowly, working on a project. I just haven't had much motivation to do it lately, but it's being worked on regardless.
Ideas are tough in this economy. It's fine. Take your time.
Well,
I
it's
have
it.
a little something.
Talking about them
Yeah.
last night.
Go ahead, Max.
Older.
I have a little something I'm working in our Discord group. If you look at waifu posting, I'm constantly posting pictures of Luna. So yeah, I'll continue to be doing that.
I'll get more.
Sorry?
I'll get
Is
more.
the-
I'll get more Bargist pictures to counteract.
Is the Discord even linked in your fucking videos, Jake?
Oh,
No,
God
it's
damn it.
it's not. I mean, if you want me to
Is
start
Discord
linking
linked
it,
on
I will.
our channel?
No, I made sure I make sure to specifically copy and paste the Discord link into every single thing we make, minus the shorts, but that's because no one ever looks at the descriptions of YouTube shorts.
Nobody looks at descriptions of shorts
Right.
except
No.
for like
So-
autistic people like me.
Or me.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's just like I'm not gonna fucking bother, like, because I'll admit, and because I've said this on live streams, I think I've even said it in shorts. I think shorts they're not pointless. When I get that mad at shorts, it's more because I just don't like how they've changed the format of the platform. That being said, I just don't like. Yeah, it's just that I don't like what they've done to the platform. It feels like the expressions of creativity have changed to such a fucking ADHD riddled audience that our Lovecraft one, which is 30 seconds long, only has 63% watch through percentage. And it's like, it is 30 seconds. You couldn't sit still for 30 fucking seconds.
No, of course not. They couldn't do that.
It does make me wonder, like, and it's more the fact that I don't understand, like, how it's working, and no matter how many times I ask these creators, they will not, they won't give me, like, any level of inside baseball level, like, conversation, because there's channels, that are showing, like, Spider-Man vertical streams, and they've got, like, 3,000 people, barely anyone's talking, and it's just like, I can't tell if these are bots, or if these people are so glued to just watching a shittier version of a Spider-Man playthrough that it's like, yep, this is it. This is how I will watch this. You don't even have the attention span to just simply rotate my phone.
Like, why?
And then Sawyer's like, it's because you're trying to understand it and you just simply won't.
But yeah, anyways, everybody, I say goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, I actually thought you ended this a while ago. Bye.
No, bye.
He's pulling.